Mr. Speaker, HDB has been working with partner agencies and solution providers to explore the use of suitable elderly monitoring and alert systems to monitor the safety and well-being of elderly HDB residents. For instance, a trial is ongoing at Yuhua, involving residents who had purchased the elderly monitoring system, which is a smart system that automatically sends notifications and alerts to the next of kin of the elderly when irregular behavioral patterns are detected at home. Other options include wearable devices with panic buttons. HDB will study the outcome of this trial as well as the cost and business models for the installation of such systems before deciding on next steps.
Ms. Soon.
I understand that some EC developers also have some of these products and suites available, but the purchase by residents have been low. I think the cost is about $6,000 to $8,000 for such applications. It does not sound very expensive compared to the overall cost of the housing unit. So would the SMS maybe share that such a phenomenon, is it due to it being an opt-in kind of a function, or is it because residents are not educated and do not think that the such a product is usable or friendly enough for use? Thanks.
Well, certainly for the trial that had been taking place at Yuhua, HDB had helped to subsidize the cost in order to make the take-up for the trial more prevalent. But nevertheless, we find that not all residents, certainly not all elderly residents, felt the need to subscribe to this. And this in part relates to their personal choice and their own assessment of their personal mobility, their caregiving needs. So finding scale and getting economies of scale will be very helpful in making such a project in any estate a success. So currently HDB is looking at working closely with the Pioneer Generation Office, with hospitals, with physiotherapists, to identify seniors who would most greatly benefit from such an EMS system. Even after that, I think you need to talk to their families and get a sense of whether there is someone that the system can auto-dial to an alert, or whether there are neighbors who will respond, or there are service providers who are monitoring the system and to be able to respond. So cost is one, but these things can be worked out through various packages, and ultimately it is awareness, and it's about whether the seniors' caregiving arrangements and caregivers find value in having such a system as a protective factor for them.
Mr. Leon Pereira.
Thank you, sir. Just a supplementary question to the Minister. Has the Ministry considered this technology that is quite widespread, I believe, in Japan, which is attached to the hot water pot, and it monitors the frequency at which an elder resident actually consumes hot water, and when they do not consume hot water for a while, sends an SMS alert to their next of kin. And apparently this is widely used in Japan. It's very economical. And is that being considered to be something that can be pushed out here? Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, I thank the member for his suggestion. There are a variety of systems out there in the market, as well as a whole suite of projects that technopreneurs are working on and researchers are working on. So not only is HDB looking at this, but we're also looking and working with vendors out there in the market to see what we can put together as an offering to residents, and then they find, together with their family members, the most optimal device. So there are some which are attached to their wrist, and they can then press if there's an issue. Some are attached to phones or part of a phone app, and if it detects a sudden drop in height, it will send an alert message. Other products we've seen involve motion sensors that would monitor movements within the flat, and if there's no movement for a certain period of time, a few hours or so, of course you must teach the machine when a person is or is not at home. It would then be able to alert people. So a whole suite of options, whether it's worn or whether it's pulled or whether it's motion detected or whether it's attached to a hot pot. I think the whole range that we're looking at.